Welcome to educational channel of Suresh Bhatt classes. Our topic is how to write Roman numerals. To learn this, we will learn some basic things first. We will learn the meaning of symbols used in Roman numerals. The Roman numeral I has the meaning equal to 1. V is equal to 5. X is equal to 10. L is equal to 50, C is equal to 100, D is equal to 500, and M is equal to 1000. These 7 symbols make all Roman numerals, and the rules which are applicable for writing the Roman numerals are: Rule A, if a symbol is repeated, its value is added. And examples are, if I is written for 1 time, its value is 1. When I is written for 2 times, that is II, then its value equal to 2. And when I is repeated for 3 times, that is I, then this is equal to 3. X equal to 10, XX equal to 20. And XXX, that is X is repeated for 3 times, then its value is 30. Similarly, C equal to 100, and when C is written for 2 times, CC equal to 200, and C is written for 3 times, CCC equal to 300. When M is written for 1 time, its value is 1000. When M is written for 2 times, MM, its value is 2000. And M is written for 3 times, MMM, its value is 3000. Rule B, no symbol is repeated for more than 3 times. That is, you cannot write I for 4 times for 4. You cannot write X for 4 times for 40. You cannot write C for 4 times for making 400. Further, symbol V, L and D are never repeated. The symbol V, which is equivalent to 5, or L, which is equivalent to 50, or D, which is equivalent to 500, are never repeated. They are only used once. Rule C, if a symbol of smaller value is written to the right of symbol of greater value, its value is added to the value of greater value symbol, that is Vi equal to 5 plus 1, as the value of V is 5 and I is 1, so Vi equal to 5 plus 1 equal to 6. Vii equal to 5 plus 1 equal to 7, as I is repeated for 2 times, so its value is added and it becomes 5 plus 1 plus 1. VII, I is written for 3 times after V, so it is equal to 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 8. Now no symbol is repeated for more than 3 times, so you cannot write VII for 4 times for making it 9. So this we have to keep in mind, that no symbol is repeated for more than 3 times. Xi is 10 plus 1, as X is 10 and I is 1, so 10 plus 1 equal to 11. Xii equal to 10 plus 1 equal to 12. Xii, I is written for 3 times after X, so its value is added. This gives us 10 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 13. XV, 10 plus 5, so it makes 15, as we know that V, L and D are never repeated, so we cannot repeat V and we cannot write XVV. So this is XV, 10 plus 5 equal to 15. LV equal to 50 plus 5 equal to 55. Lx, L is 50 and X is written after L, so it is added. This becomes 50 plus 10 equal to 60. Cx equal to 100 plus 10 equal to 110. C is 100 and X is 10, and X is written after C, so its value is added and this becomes 100 plus 10 equal to 110. Rule D: if a symbol of a smaller value is written to the left of symbol of greater value, its value is subtracted from the value of greater value symbol. That is, for example, IV, I is written prior to V, so its value will be subtracted from V. So this becomes 5 minus 1. V is 5 and I is 1, and I is written prior to V, so its value is subtracted from 5. So this becomes 5 minus 1 equal to 4. Ix, X is 10 and I is 1, and I is written prior to X or left of X, so its value is subtracted, so it becomes 10 minus 1 equal to 9. XL, X is smaller than L, X is 10 and L is 50 and X is written prior to 50, so its value is subtracted from 50. So this becomes, XL becomes 50 minus 10 equal to 40. XC, X is smaller than C, the value of X is 10, C is 100. So on writing X to the left of C, its value is subtracted. So this becomes 100 minus 10 equal to 90. CD, C is 100, D is 500, and C is smaller than D, and it is written to the left of D, so its value will be subtracted, and it becomes 500, that's value of D, minus 100, that's value of C, equal to 400. CM, C is 100, M is 1000, and C is written prior to M, so its value is subtracted from the value of M. So this becomes 1000 minus 100 equal to 900. Important thing, I can only be written prior to V and X, like IV which makes 4, IX which makes 9. It cannot be written prior to L, C, D or M. That is, you cannot write IL for making 49. IC, you cannot use IC for making 99. ID, you cannot use I prior to D for making 499. Or IM, you cannot use for making 999, as M is 1000, and if you write I prior to M, so if we subtract 1000 minus 1, that becomes 999, but you cannot write like this. So these are never written. IL, IC, ID or IM are never written. Similarly, X can only be written prior to L and C, like XL and XC. XL is 40. 50 minus 10. XL is 50 minus 10 is 40. And XC is 100 minus 10 equal to 90. It cannot be written prior to D or M. You cannot write XD or XM. That is, D is 500 and X is 10. So for writing 490, you cannot write XD, or M is 1000 and X is 10. So you cannot write XM for writing 990. So XD or XM are never written. Rule E, the symbol V, L and D. V is 5, L is 50 and D is 500. So these symbols are never written to the left of symbol of greater value. It means that V, L and D are never subtracted. V, L and D are never subtracted. Rule F, if bar is put on any symbol, its value is multiplied by 1000. For example, V equal to 5 and we put bar over it. So V bar equal to 5 multiplied by 1000, which is equal to 5000. If we put X bar, then X equal to 10 multiplied by 1000. So X bar becomes 10,000. 10 multiplied by 1000. L equal to 50, and if we put bar over it, so it becomes L equal to 50 multiplied by 1000 equal to 50,000. This way we can write, if we put bar over C, then it will become 100 multiplied by 1000, which is equal to 100,000 or 1 lakh. Let us learn to write Roman numerals. I have prepared a chart to learn the basics of it, of writing it. So 1 is equal to 1 is I, 2 is I is repeated, 3 is I is repeated for 3 times, so it becomes 3. 4 is IV, that is V is 5 and I is 1, so 5 minus 1 is 4, so 4 is IV. 5 is V, 6 is VI, 5 plus 1 is 6, so 6 equal to VI, 7 equal to VII, 5 plus 1 is 7, 8 equal to VIII, I is repeated for 3 times, so it becomes 8, 5 plus 3 is 8, and 9 equal to IX, X is 10 and I is written prior to it, so it becomes 10 minus 1, which is equal to 9, so 9 equal to IX. So we have learned how to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now we go to 10. 10 equal to X. After learning 1 to 9, we will learn 10 to 90. So 10 is X, 20 is XX. X is written for 2 times. This becomes 10 plus 10 equal to 20. 30 is XXX. X is written for 3 times, which is 10 plus 10 plus 10 equal to 30. 40 is XL. L is 50 and X is written to left of L, so 10 is subtracted from 50. So 40 equal to XL. 50 equal to L. 60 is written as LX. L is 50 and X is 10. 50 plus 10 is 60. 70 is LXX. L is 50 plus 10 is first X plus 10 is second X. So 50 plus 10 equal to 70. 80 is LXXX. X is written 3 times after L, so it becomes 80. 90 is XC. C is 100 and X written to the left of C, so 10 is subtracted from 100, so this becomes XC equal to 90. We have learned to write 10 to 90. Now we go to 100 to 1000. 100 is C. If C is repeated for 2 times, it becomes 200. So 200 equal to CC. 300 equal to C, C, C. C is repeated for 3 times. So 100 plus 100 plus 100 equal to 300. 400 is C, D. C is written to the left of D and D is 500. So 500 minus 100 is 400. So 400 is written as C, D. 500 is D. 600 is DC. After 500, if you write C, so it is added. So 500 plus 100 is 600. 700 is DCC. That is 500 plus 100 plus 100. As C is written for 2 times, so it is added. 200 is added to D. That is 500 plus 100 plus 100 equal to 700. 800 is D, C, C, C. C is written for 3 times, so 300 is added to 500 and it becomes 800. So 800 equal to D, C, C, C. 900 is CM. M is 1000 and C is written to the left of M. So value of C is subtracted from the value of M. So this becomes 1000 minus 100 equal to 900 and 1000 equal to M. Now we have learnt 1 to 10, then 10 to 90, then 100 to 1000. Now we can write all the Roman numerals if we have learnt this basics. Now we will practice to write Roman numerals. We have already learnt to write 1-digit number 1 to 9. This is in the chart. Now we will write 2-digit numbers. So 2-digit numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90 we have already learned. Now we will write few 2-digit numbers, how to write it. So we first write 43. 43 equal to 40 plus 3. From the chart we know that 40 is XL. So this is XL is 40. Now 3 is III. So this becomes XL III is 43. Now write 68. 60 plus 8. From the chart 60 is LX. L is 50 plus 10. X is 10, which is LX is 60. 8 is VIII. So 68 is LXVIII. Now let's write 97. Let us learn 97. This is 90 plus 7. 90 we have already learned, which is XC. XC is 90 and 7 is VII. So this way we can write 2-digit numbers. Now go to few 3-digit numbers. 173. This is 100 plus 70 plus 3. 100 is C. 70 is LXX and 3 is III. So 173 equal to CLXXIII. 194. 100 plus 90 plus 4. So 100 is C, 90 is XC and 4 is IV. So 194 is C, XC, IV. 799. 700 plus 90 plus 9. 799 is 700 plus 90 plus 9. 700 is DCC from the chart and 90 is XC and 9 is IX. So 799 is DCC XC IX. Now let us go to few 4-digit numbers. 1567. This is equal to 1000 plus 500 plus 60 plus 7. So 1000 equal to M, 500 is D, 60 is LX, and 7 is VII. So 1567 is MDLXVII. Our next number is 2159. So 2159 equal to 2000 plus 100 plus 50 plus 9. So 2000 is MM, 100 is C, 50 is L, and 9 is IX. So 2159 is MMCLIX. 3274. So we write it 3000 plus 200 plus 70 plus 4. 3000 is MMM, 200 is CC, 70 is LXX, 4 is IV. So 3274 is MMM CC LXX IV. 4367. This is equal to 4000 plus 300 plus 60 plus 7. 4000 is written as, we write 5000 as V to the bar and M is written prior to it. So this becomes 5000 minus 1000, this is 4000, M V bar, and bar is on V only. So this is M V bar is 4000. Now 300 is CCC, 60 is LX, and 7 is VII. So 4367 is M V bar CCC LXVII. 5893 is equal to 5000 plus 800 plus 90 plus 3. So this is equal to 5000 is V is 5 and we put bar on it, so it becomes 5000. 5 multiplied by 1000 is 5000. 800 is DCCC, DCCC, 500 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 is 800. 90 is XC and 3 is III. So 5893 is V bar DCCC XCIII. 9888. 9888 equal to 9000 plus 800 plus 80 plus 8. 9000 is 10,000 minus 1,000 is 9,000. So we write M X bar. X bar is 10 multiplied by 1000 is 10,000. M written prior to it, so value of M is subtracted from value of X bar. So 10,000 minus 1000 is 9,000. Now 800 is DCC. DCC. 80 is LXXX. 50 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. 8 is VIII. 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 8. So this way 9,888 is written as M X bar D C C C L X X X V I. This can also be written as, instead of MX bar, we write 9 and bar over it. So this is also equal to IX is 9 and we put bar over it. So this becomes 9 multiplied by 1000 is 9,000. And again we write other all symbols, that is D, C, 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 L, X, 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 V, I. So 9,888 can be written in two ways: M X bar, D C C C L X X X V I, or IX bar, that is bar or 9, that is bar on 9. Then D C C C L X X X V I. Let us write 10,543. 10,543. 10,000 plus 500 plus 40 plus 3. This is equal to 10,000 is written as X bar, 500 is D, 40 is IL, 3 is I. So 10,543 is X bar, D, IL, I. 11,659. 11,659 equal to 11,000 plus 600 plus 50 plus 9 equal to 11,000 is written as 10,000 plus 1,000, that is X bar is 10,000, M is 1,000, so this becomes 11,000. Now 600 is DC, 50 is L, and 9 is IX. So this becomes X bar M D C L I X. This can also be written as 11 bar. 11,000 is bar on 11. So this can also be written as, this is 11. We put bar over it. This becomes 11,000. Now remaining are same. DC is 600. L is 50. IX is 9. So this is 11 bar D. 11 bar is XI bar is DCLIX. Let us write 43,813. This is equal to 43,000 plus 800 plus 10 plus 3. This is equal to, we write 40 first. So 40 is XL and we put bar over it. So this becomes 40,000. XL bar. So this becomes 40,000 and we can write MMM for 3,000. That becomes 43,000. M. This is 43,000. Now 800. 800 is DCCC. DCCC. And 13. 10 is X and 3 is III. So this becomes XL bar MMM DCCC XIII. So this becomes 43,813. This can also be written as, we directly write 43 and put bar over it. That is XLIII bar, and remaining are same. That is DCCC XIII. Next number we are writing 52,417. 52,417 can be written as 52,000 plus 400 plus 10 plus 7. This can be written as 52 can be written as, first we write 50 and put bar over it. So this becomes 50,000. And 2,000 we write MM. 50,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,000. This is 52,000. Now 400 is CD. 10 is X. And 7 is VII. So 52,417 is L bar MM CD X VII. This can also be written as, we directly write 52 and put bar over it. 52 is LII and we put bar over it. So this becomes 52,000. Now remaining is same, C D X VII. 52,417. How to write Roman numerals to numbers? So we have the numbers already written here and we will convert these Roman numerals into numbers. Our first Roman numeral is LVII. This is equal to, L is 50 plus V is 5 plus 1 plus 1. I are 1 1. So this is equal to 50 plus 5 is 55, 56, 57. Our next number is XCVIII. Now I am putting the values of all symbols. X is 10, C is 100, V is 5, I is 1, 1 and 1. I is 1, then again I is 1, and then again I is 1. Now what we observe here, that X is prior to C, that is the 10 is prior to 100. So this is going to be subtracted. So here when we subtract 10 from 100, we get 90. Then 90 plus 5 is 95 and 1 is 96, then 1 is 97 and then 1 is 98. So this is 98. XCVIII is 98. Now we go to next number, DCCLXXXIV. I am putting the values of symbols. D is 500, then plus C is 100, then again 100, L is 50, then XXX are plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus IV. IV is 4, I is 1 and V is 5 and I is prior to V. So this is going to give us 4. So our total is 500 plus 100 is 600 plus 100 is 700, 700 plus 50, 750, then 760, 770, 780 and 4. This is 784. Our next number is CDXCIV. We write the values of the symbol. C is 100, D is 500, X is 10, C is 100, I is 1, V is 5. Now what we observe, C is prior to D, that is 100 is prior to 500, so this is to be subtracted. So this becomes 500 minus 100 equal to 400. Then XC, X is 10 and C is 100. Again X is a lower value than C, so 10 is prior to 100. It means that 10 is to be subtracted from 100. So this is 100 minus 10 is 90. Then again I is prior to V. It means that 1 is to be subtracted from 5, which is 4. This gives us 494. Our next Roman numeral is CMXCIX. So C is 100, M is 1000, X is 10, C is 100, I is 1 and X is 10. What we observe that C is prior to M. C is a lower value symbol than M. So the value of C is to be subtracted from value of M. That is 100 is prior to 1000. So 100 is to be subtracted from 1000, that is 900. That is CM is 900. XC, X is 10 and C is 100 and 10 is prior to 100. So 10 is to be subtracted from 100. So this becomes 90. I is 1 and X is 10 and 1 is prior to 10. So 1 is to be subtracted from 10. So this becomes 9. So this total is 999. Thus the value of CMXCIX is 999. The next Roman numeral is CDXLIV. C is 100, D is 500, X is 10, L is 50, I is 1, V is 5. Here again we find that C is prior to D, that is a lower value symbol is prior to higher value symbol. So the value of lower value symbol is to be subtracted from higher value symbol. So this gives us 500 minus 100 equal to 400. Then X is 10 and L is 50. Again the lower value symbol is on the left of higher value symbol. So the value of lower value symbol is to be subtracted from the value of higher value symbol. So 10 is to be subtracted from 50, which is 40. Now I is 1, which is prior to V. That is I is on the left of V. So this is 1 is to be subtracted from 5, that is 4. So our sum is 400 plus 40 plus 4 is 444. That is CDXLIV equal to 444. Our next Roman numeral is MMDCCLXVI. M is 1000 plus again M is 1000 plus D is 500 plus C is 100 plus 100, L is 50, that is plus 50, X is 10, V is 5, I is 1. This is 1000 plus 1000 is 2000 plus 500 is 2500 plus 100 is 2600 plus 100 is 2700. Then 50 is 2750, then 10 is 2760, then 5 is 2765 plus 1 2766. Our next Roman numeral is X bar, then MDCLXXIV. This is equal to X bar is the bar on X, that is on the value of 10 there is a bar. It means that it is 10 is to be multiplied by 1000, so it is 10,000. X bar is 10,000 plus M is 1000 plus D is 500 plus C is 100, L is 50, X is 10 plus X is 10 plus IV is 4. IV together I have written 4. The sum of all these numbers is 10,000 plus 1000 is 11,000 plus 500 is 11,500, then plus 100 is 11,600, then 50 plus 10 is 60 plus 10 70 plus 4 is 74. This is 11,674. Our next Roman numeral is LVII bar, CMXCIV. So L is 50, V is 5, 55, II is 56, 57. So there is a bar on 57. It means it is 57,000 plus C is 100, M is 1000 plus X is 10, C is 100 plus I is 1 and V is 5. So what we observe that after 57,000 LVII, C is prior to M, which is a lower value symbol is prior to higher value symbol. So the value of C is to be subtracted from value of M. So this comes out to be 1000 minus 100 is 900. Again XC is the value of 10 is to be subtracted from value of 100, that is 90. And IV is 4. So sum of all these numbers is 57,000 plus 900 is 57,900. Then this is 90, that is 57,990, and 4 is 57,994. Our next Roman numeral is LXXV, and there is bar over LXXV. Then DCLIII. So we put the values of all the symbols. LXXV is 50 plus 10 is 60 plus 10 is 70 and V is 5. So this is 75 and there is bar over it, so it is 75,000. Plus D is 500 plus C is 100 plus L is 50 plus 1, I is 1 plus I is 1 plus I is 1. So all this is 75,000 plus 500 is 75,500 plus 100 is 75,600, then 50, 51, 52, 53. So this comes out to be 75,653. So this way we can convert the Roman numerals into numbers. Here completes this video. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.